Let me find. Come on, I already got one in here. Sorry, I got two studios going. What's up, Southern? No, I need the StreamYards. What the? Oh, there it is. Okay, if you guys find my channel, I got the live stream going. And Southern Michigan citizens in here waiting, Minnesota citizens in here waiting for you. If you guys all go into the private chat, I just sent the private chat message through. That's where the link is. Rick Crude. Yeah, Southern, there's another, we're all just leaving Metalhead's live stream. They're just a little slow making the move. Huh? No. Yeah, that one. It's in the private chat, Patriot. Did you find it, Kitra? All right, there's Patriot. We got PD.
His FTP's over there playing grab ass with Kitra. I don't even, people, I may say some stuff on there and not catch everything and they start cracking up, but I don't care. As long as they're laughing with me or at me, I don't care, because it just makes them feel better. That's all. That's what I'm about. Make people feel good. Charlie, Southern MN citizen.
Charlie Dog's back. Yeah, let me figure out where to post this friggin' link. There we go.
I'm afraid I probably could try, but I'd have to go back into YouTube and get back through here in this.
I got the YouTube channel open and the StreamYard channel open.
Yeah, I got both my muted one. Let's see. Okay, there's
Kitra, you switching over? /FTP?
they're still on there. Oh, you know what? I better get out of that one. Leaving it. I left that one. Lee Watch audits.
There's Charlie Dog.
How y'all fellas are doing? How y'all doing?
Doing good. How you doing, Charlie?
All right, man.
Kitra, did you find the link? I think she's gone. No, I mean in the panel. Kitra's still showing in the panel, but I don't think she's.
I think she was getting a little bit nervous because I was picking out stuff then, and I was dead on the money. See, you got to remember.
Make the jump, Slash.
I drive a school bus, and I can hear everything. My ears are almost trained to just listen for different things, and I can, like, if some kid in the back's doing a cat noise, I'll hear it, and I'll say, "Yeah, that was a cat."
I think it threw her off when she said whatever it is she said that I answered her. She didn't realize. I don't think she realized she said it that loud or what that deal was.
If I play y'all something on the recording, let me see if y'all can hear it. Let me see. Can y'all hear that?
Barely,
yeah.
Really? Yeah. I gotta get my speaker to
There's FTP. Here we go, Mark.
What's up, FTP?
What up, Charlie Dog 84?
How you doing, man?
I'm all right.
How's that weather out there?
Cold.
How's that what?
How's that weather?
It sucks. It's cold.
Oh shit.
It's freezing.
You still got snow on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, snow we got here the other day. It was gone almost in a day.
It's getting there, but it's supposed to snow again, I think, Monday-ish, Sunday night-ish. Tomorrow
Yeah,
night.
you guys really get bitch slapped out there with some snow, don't you?
Yeah, across the plains.
Where you at?
The plains.
That narrows it down.
Yeah, the plane.
Y'all know where I'm at.
Here comes Slash.
Sioux Falls.
There you go. Patriot, no, Sioux Falls.
Hey, did you get to see her or no?
See who?
You know Kitra's going to follow over.
No, I didn't.
Probably in here right now. Watching it. She's a
I didn't get to
voter.
see anybody.
That's why I named the stream what I did.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't get. I missed it, guys.
I almost had the cam open. I'm telling you. Like, I have to see it. Like, something. Dude, she's been around for a long time. That's not the first time I've seen Kitra. So,
No.
she don't get in no trouble.
No, but the thing is, it's different because of the fact that the panels are actually giving her a different voice.
What?
The panel's giving her a different voice where she can actually communicate with a bunch of people at the same time instead of just before the panels. What were we doing? We're doing like one camera's off and we were doing just like recording. So now we got panels.
I think she was a little bit nervous because I was telling her what she was doing and I couldn't see it.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Like,
But she didn't do anything that would indicate she's being deceptive or anything. I don't think.
No.
Of course,
Patriot is good at that.
with that type of stuff, I really don't give a shit. I mean, if that's what they want to do and I can make them laugh, what the hell?
for one, she wasn't hiding anything. I'll give her that.
Mm,
No, but she had this up here. Right up
Yeah.
yeah.
And she was I know a cat. I've had cats for many years, and I know what a cat sounds like when it's purring, and there was a cat there. So she had a cat up here, and I could hear it. But she was also talking to some other people in the back, though, because I heard.
None of my business. It's none
No,
of
I
my
don't care.
business. I just. You're right. Sometimes my stuff gets going, and I'm upstairs, downstairs, or you'll hear stuff from upstairs or downstairs, and then I got stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna say I'm upfront about family stuff. I mean, there's some stuff that y'all don't need to hear.
Well, that's fine.
I agree.
Yeah, we all agree with that.
None of our fucking business.
No, some stuff isn't.
No, I mean that in the highest regard. Like, honestly, there's things that we don't talk about.
Right. I'm not gonna put my stuff out there because I know what they're gonna do to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there is a lot of stuff. I mean, you hear me, I'm aggressive, right? So there's stuff that I shouldn't say that I do say that I don't know.
Yeah, but the definition when you use a word like that, definition of that is different than what I see. I see that you're passionate about what you do and what you're talking about. That there's a difference between the two.
I know, but I got a little mad the other day, and I just, I'm like metalhead. You know, you can fly off the handle.
Dude, you got a lot going on, man. You got a lot going on. You're gonna do that. I mean, that's your psyche way of kind of blowing off some steam. Whether it's right or wrong, it happens. There's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
I mean, you're out there with all those UFOs
Hey,
come around and stuff, but you're still human. Who's here?
Peachy.
Oh, there she is. That's it. Hey,
She wasn't in Metalhead's chat though, but
Nope.
it's good to
Hi,
see you.
Peachy.
PJ.
It is lovely to see Peachy, and we always welcome her on the
She's
stream.
awesome.
I thought she was on there, or was that on? No, that was earlier. It was on another panel.
Uh-oh, she's not saying
love
hi to
you,
me. I'm getting
Peachy.
scared. She said hi to Charlie Dog, Southern Minnesota, Lee Watch, and Slash, and now I'm getting scared.
Well, she didn't say nothing to me. He said, "Oh, I wouldn't take it
Where?
there. There I am. I knew she would."
What are you talking about?
Now you're alone, FTP.
Now I'm
Yeah,
done now.
you're screwed, dude.
Come
There
on,
we go.
BT, give him
I'm
a
on my
bone.
phone. Oh,
There it is.
okay, she put a heart and a wavy.
Peachy's gonna come over and kick both of her asses.
I would love for Peachy to be right beside me right now, just consoling me. I think I would greatly
I
like
think
that.
sitting down with Peachy just one-on-one would be a really cool experience.
I think so too.
Honestly.
I just
Off the books, off YouTube, the whole 9 yards. Just it's like Mark, put it this way, if I actually met you, screw the fucking live stream. We can do the live stream, whatever the hell else. But after that, me and you can sit down and talk one-on-one, right?
Yep.
You know, get to know each other a lot more better, right?
Yep. It's one thing on here, but I can see and I see what YouTube kind of does, and it is hard to have but I see who Peachy is. But you have to meet people in person, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's just it. See, she says, I love all of you guys. And that's kind of how I say that too, is
I love you,
I love
Peachy.
you.
Well, here's my take on that.
I love you.
And
Peachy.
if Peachy is as cool as she is right here,
She's
she's
very forgiving right now.
it
I
would be
appreciate
it
that.
would be extremely difficult to even meet her and not fall in love.
Well,
You know?
put it this way: what me and Peachy went through in the last couple of weeks. If I met her right now, I'd be a lot more protective of her. I don't know if that makes any sense. I think I'd be
I
a
think
lot
so.
more. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's
When I
I love
first
her.
met her, it's like that. She needed people, I think, to when I shouldn't speak of her when she's right there. No. When I seen her and her first auditing videos, I'm like, she does this by herself.
Right?
And it's a
Exactly.
very scary place to be. And when you
She
see
still
someone
does
getting
it.
manhandled by a guy,
Mm-hmm.
that is just so
Messed up.
disrespectful. It's kind of like Patriot, the show you just, the girl being strapped down. It was very, very difficult.
Yep.
But then when you read who these people are, and I don't know, like sassy, but she's just so kind, caring, and compassionate, but she also understands what's at stake. And she's such a good auditor. And again, she's different than me because I don't necessarily do the audits. Maybe a different kind of auditing, or maybe a different kind of. But
you made a good point there, Mark. How do you get in trouble with the cops if you don't do auditing and you're not doing the Second Amendment? How did you get in trouble by doing that?
Exactly.
What were you doing there that day with what was it?
Freeman.
Freeman. You're just saying hi, or how did you get in trouble?
I was just going to say hi.
You saw him live, right? You saw
I seen him
right?
live, and then I knew where he was at.
And there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching it while you guys that was all going down.
I saw it live too.
I
That's
saw
when
it
I
live,
found
too.
out. I was watching you before that, but I mean, that's when you really stood yourself out. I was just like, oh, here we go.
But you know what I mean? I mean, you're not. If you're saying you're not an auditor, how did you get in trouble?
I was doing it for 5 or 7 years. I used to do it from my motorcycle. If I seen something, I pulled over. I filmed it.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
But I didn't. I called myself like a cop blocker.
Okay.
A cop watcher, but more or less a cop blocker. That whole copblock.org thing. Because in the early days, that's how it started out. Charlotte County Cop Watch, Tom Zebra. But he also, some of these smart ones just...
I got a question for you. When did all this start? I mean, from the very beginning. This wasn't something that happened in the 60s, right? It was by First Amendment audits and Second, and those type of things. When did this all start anyway?
I kind of wondered that.
I think when the paparazzi started to get popped off.
Oh, so this is kind of a
2001, 2005 is when I first heard about it. Not even 2001. It was, I'm going to say more 2005, but someone came into a room and said they had heard about stuff earlier than 2005. And I was like, what? But from all I knew shit was messed up and wrong in the system.
Well, you know what? That could be about the time, because if you think about it, when 9/11 happened, that was in 2001. All the conspiracy theories and what happened, what could have happened, and this stuff could have spawned all this. And then by the time everybody kind of got fed up with it, it was maybe in the 2003 or 2002 and then you heard it in maybe 2005. So the timeline fits.
The first person I ever seen do anything was a sign on the side of the road that was like cops ahead, and there was cops ahead, and so he was alerting them that there was cops ahead, and I thought, dude, that's cool as shit. But
and then somebody decided, okay, I'm going to film that.
and then you decide to be the guy that holds the sign or help them out or pump your brakes as you go by the cops. You decide to be that guy that invests in the technology and the cameras and just make yourself invisible to the cops as much as you possibly can. And also being a kid that speeds a lot or always gets in trouble and is always getting harassed and wondering why I've spent so much money.
Mark R says that it started with the invention of portable camcorders. I mean, definitely taping them. Yeah.
Portable cameras. It wasn't even the cell phones.
No, the cell phones wasn't even a blip on somebody's radar.
Somebody said Tom Zebra had a camera he used to carry around on his shoulder. And I remember those old VHS ones, but
it had to be about, well, I don't know if you can see. It had to be like a foot long and like 8 inches thick. Must have been one of those big ones.
Yeah.
Put that finger down, boy.
Because it changes the game slowly. It's just we all had VHS.
Hey, Observer.
Yeah.
I'm being respectful. No,
turn that shit down.
He's trying to be doing a Chris Pratt, and he's not really doing that. You can just stick with your Daniel O'Brien. You're all right.
What the hell is he talking about?
When he can jump on, we still got room.
Oh, I love you, man. You're awesome.
Every time I look at P.T. Ryder's name there,
P.T. Ryder. Oh my God! When we were little, we used to roll by cops and we used to spot them. Our job was to sit in the back seat and spot them. So
our job was to record the numbers and the fucking license plates and the cars.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's what we did as a kid.
Oh,
I remember when I was like fucking 7 or 8 years old, 9 years old. I was like, "Oh, cops!" And I couldn't record it.
In your chair.
I couldn't record it, but I'd look at the older guys that are like 13 or 14 ahead of me, right? And they were recording the cops' numbers, and the cops would actually pull over and stop. What are you doing? And they're like, "Oh." And then they pull the fucking notebook out of their hands, right? And go, "Oh, recording our numbers."
No
and then
shit.
Next year, yeah, back in the days, man. I'm talking like early or late. At least it started about 88 and 95. Like, it was really bad for shit like that.
So now I feel like they've started retaliating against us, Slash and Patriot.
They're doing it up right here, brother. I guarantee
They know
that.
the jig is up, but at the same time, we start. I mean, I can't stop because they violently beat me. So for me, it's till the day I rest. For someone else that has no record, you got a full life ahead of you. Maybe don't even get into this business if you can help it. But you got to understand, there's other people that are paying the price every day and can't get their records to just go away. No matter how much time goes by, the record follows you wherever. Not saying, I mean, I keep all my stuff legit. I pay all my insurance. And I have a driver's license. But so some people have no driver's license, so they're in the category of, what's it called, Patriot Defense? When sovereign citizen. So some take that role or stance on it.
Well, I don't necessarily think that. I mean, it may work for some, but it doesn't work for all. You know, the sovereign citizen. But
You just got to have paperwork.
Hey, Asperia.
Well, see, that's it. I mean, why do you need paperwork to prove everything?
Because that's what they go off of.
Yeah, but see, it's just like when you go to the airport and you don't have the real ID, you're gonna have to
Show
have
your
some.
papers.
You got to show your papers. And this, where did all this shit come from? Many years ago, you didn't have to have a passport to do that. You got on a plane, you did your thing. I mean, I'm glad they stopped the smoking on the planes because I wouldn't been able to breathe. But the point is when did we all start having to prove who we are? And it seems like every damn time. Like for instance,
The
I had to
Nazis
go get
started it.
yeah, but I had to go get an original birth certificate with a stamp on it to get a passport to go on a trip. Okay, so I proved who the hell I was. Now with this real ID thing that's happening here, I don't know if it's happening in you guys' area. Now I got to go all over and prove the shit all over again. Now I've already proved to the U.S. government who I was. Why do I have to do it again to the state of Pennsylvania by bringing all this paperwork with me to show who I am? When in fact anybody could probably counterfeit these things and still get away with it, real ID or not.
Yeah,
So
Slash had the right idea right there.
what's that?
Money.
Money. Yeah, more fees, more them generating revenue. They're getting more, I guess, eviler. Money's always evil. But
Well, you're not even going to be able to get into a courthouse unless you have a real ID.
You
right.
can't even start a court proceeding unless you
paperwork.
actually have money to start that court proceeding. Think about it. You can't do shit against the government unless you launch money out of your pocket. Seriously, put it that way. What do you think else entails? What
Wow.
we're talking about tonight, right? Seriously. And yes, money entails working against the government and fighting against them and doing what you believe and whatever you believe in, right? And you have to put your money against them. Now think about it. It's not that easy. I don't know what your pocketbook is, but I can tell you guaranteed now, I can fight to a certain point, then eventually I'm just going to drop off.
I hear you there, Slash.
You know what I mean?
Definitely hear that.
I don't have the money to fight everything.
I don't either.
I don't know why you would have to show ID turning in a tag. I mean, what the hell? I mean, if you found it on the side of the road, how would you get rid of it then?
Whoa, what? Deaf bread.
Yeah, he's saying that he tried to pass.
Turn in his license plate.
Yeah, and they wanted his ID. What the hell? What the hell would they care whether or not you have the ID for that? You're turning it in so it can't be used illegally. That's all they should care about.
Because they're trying to ID everybody in the world.
They should have
Think
said,
about
"Thank
it.
you, sir. Have a nice
No,
day."
seriously. Think about it. If they want that, what do you think they're doing?
You're right, Mark.
It should make a
I'm just
difference.
saying. No,
Now
it's not about a difference. It's about you're going to be recorded in a database.
well, I'm about to tell you something. Here, they use your driver's license. No matter how old you are, if you buy beer or wine or something like this, they put it through the card swiper like this. Now, some could say, well, it's a surefire way of checking how old you are. Yeah, and what else? You're checking and seeing how much that I drink. So if I'm showing 500 bottles of beer I bought in the last month, what do you think's going to happen? They're going to be following me around here. They're going to know who I am because I got my driver's license. They're going to follow me around, and they're going to try to catch you with a DUI.
In Canada, you know what we call that? It's not even tied to at least the hospital yet, but it is actually exposed. And that's going to happen soon where it's really going to get a lot more coverage. And you'll probably see it on the TV. There's a lot of Patriot, I understand exactly what you mean by that. That's pretty fucked up, isn't it?
It is, because if I want to buy a 6-pack a day and sit here in my house and drink it, it's nobody's damn business, including the state, because I'm sitting here in my house. Now, are they saying, well, we could probably catch a lot more people with DUIs, and stuff like that? Well, all you're doing with that is, yes, you're getting them off the road, and nobody should drive drunk. Nobody. But I also think that they don't need to be actively searching for that person, tracking everything they do just to try to catch them.
Well, and
Now,
I've heard him.
That's
I
too
just heard a law that just passed somewhere that they cannot do that anymore, where they
What's
can't
that?
suspect of a person using drugs or dealing drugs or smelling drugs. They're gonna have to have proof to stop that citizen and just say he had a traffic offense, and the cop stopped him and said, "Hey, I stopped you because you ran that red light." Cool. Other than that, they're gonna have to have proof to interrogate them. Oh, like, where you coming from? Do you have drugs in the car? It smells like marijuana. Stuff like that. They're gonna
That
have to
makes
have
more sense.
proof. Then the dog cannot be proof of
Yeah,
of
see,
that search.
that dog thing's a bullshit, because every time you see him, he's pointing down there, or he's saying like Zeke Zeke, like that, and that is, they're telling the dog, okay, you're going to smell something here. That dog's been trained to do that, and it's all bullshit. I don't think I know dogs can sniff out stuff, but they're
Well,
being
after hearing how
trained to
much they
do that.
planted on people, yeah, it's BS. Their dogs are BS. Why do you got to plant stuff on people? For the ones that
Now,
I'm not saying I've heard about it a lot. I just hear about it every now and then the drugs.
Funny when you see people plant something on yourself and they actually get caught themselves. I've actually had a drug case against me, and I've actually had them actually fucking turn their own evidence against each other. And I'm looking at them going, "You're an idiot."
Yeah,
The dog just attacks everybody.
Southern
No.
citizens saying they're
It's
tracking
literally-
license plates. They are.
I know I'm gonna get my lawyer calling me tomorrow that I just put that out, but yeah, that's what happened, Mark. You know what I mean? Like, that's so dumb. I can't make that up. I can't make that up.
now,
And I'm just like, you're an idiot.
Plate readers. Did you hear what Def Bread said?
What?
You leave an apartment unit, they have plate readers. You on the cop cars, plate readers. They can read thousands in an hour.
We can leave.
Well, you know what they got here? They got a little microchip in your register, or your registration sticker, and if it's out and a cop goes by, it reads it. He turns around and he gets you. They don't have to look for stickers anymore. The stickers are different colors and everything, but there's a little microchip in there. So when they go by and your car's out of inspection, boom, they got you.
That's one of the things I don't miss about Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they're screwed up here. They really are.
Yep.
I bet you y'all taxes are up there, huh?
Just remember, this is, and I'm going to say this is all going back to Edward Snowden and what he said.
Yes,
I don't.
sir.
He knows
I
what
agree.
he's talking about. I stand behind him 100%. Things are not going to get better here. They're going to get worse. And it's just,
Even in Canada, it's got the same thing.
Well, I mean, it could be like everybody's saying. There's a revolution coming, but in this day and time, though, with
If everybody thinks Snowden
well-
doesn't, if you think Snowden's released everything yet, you're misinformed. When
knows
he
what he's
dumps
doing.
the whole thing, I guarantee you,
well,
it's
conspiracy
literally
conspiracy
going to
theorists
go
would
to
say
hell.
that he's a toy. He's a word. He's a
If he
person
can
they're
dump
using
shit
to get it
and
out.
prove it, if he can dump it and prove it, he's not
But
a
see,
toy.
what I'm saying
He's-
is he could be exactly what they want him to be. They want him to put out stuff, and they do it when he wants to.
Not to that much. If he releases so much information that's so damaging to everything, it's not somebody that you're gonna set up for a little tiny little fucking, oh, we're gonna cover your ass. It's not gonna be like this CIA bullshit like in the fucking 80s, like Cosby.
I
This
don't
guy is
Southern
actually gonna do it. He's actually
Southern
gonna fucking show some shit.
Southern. I don't think that they use those plate readers here. Now, I've heard rumor to say that those little signs that they put out there saying how fast you're going actually have them. This state is too poor to be able to buy something that extravagant, so they might buy what, like one or two, and rotate it around a lot.
Well, we got one here in DeSoto.
Do you?
Yep. And Marshall drives that one.
Yeah, the ones that the plate readers in Iowa, southern Minnesota was saying, I know they have cameras and they're sitting there watching as you go by down the interstates. And even in South Dakota, they have cameras on every interstate. And so, unless you take the back roads, and even if you take the back roads, every town you go through, there's more cameras.
Yep.
But dude, nah, they use it for the cars that go by. I've even heard people say they can see me on a rooftop in Flandreau as I'm working, hitting the nail on the shingle, and then they come pick you up for warrants. He said I was doing a job out there, and he's like, we could see you from our camera 6 miles away. Their cameras have that good of lenses.
Oh man, they're doing that stuff. The satellites are doing that stuff, and they can get so close they can tell if you got a pimple
I
on
can
your
hear
ass.
drones. You don't even see the plane. You just hear the whoosh through the fucking air. Whether they're landing at the airport or not, I don't fucking know. But I can hear it. And it's just shit's. You look up, there's nothing there.
It's a
I'm not fucking
UFO.
crazy.
Fuck the police. It's a
It's
UFO.
not fucking. I'm crazy, but I don't give a fuck. And I don't fucking care. You can take a picture of my ass all you want. I mean,
Take
how
a
many
picture of
hairs you
your
want
what?
on it? I don't give a shit. Come on, dude.
Hey, they do have cameras that go pretty close. I mean, look at Google. When you do
Yeah,
an
really.
aerial view of where you are, they get you right down pretty close to see what kind of vehicles in front of your house. Now,
I can hear a van,
I
yeah.
can guarantee you, if they were to release it, you could go down and see if there was a penny or a nickel on your bed of your truck. You know, that close. So
They know when people commit Harry Carey. They 9 times out of 10, they will catch the person doing it. I mean, because there's just a camera every 2 miles. So I don't know. And then now that the 5G stuff is coming here, it's gonna get just out of control. I noticed there's cameras on every light.
yeah,
And
they don't have any cameras here. I mean, I always look. I haven't seen one, but that's not to say that, you know, I couldn't have missed one or something. Or they may have them on the side of the buildings, and you think it's a building camera, and it's not. It's actually, you know, theirs. It's hard to say.
where did Lee County go?
Yeah. I was just wondering that too.
It's his own stream, man.
Maybe he had to. Maybe his. Well, I was gonna say maybe his phone or his computer went down. But wouldn't that kick us off?
Yeah.
I thought so. I don't know why. Anyways, man, I do have to get off here.
Yeah, I gotta go too, guys.
I had to go like an hour ago.
I've got a. Believe it or not, I got a kid's birthday party tomorrow, and it's I got to dress up as Santa Claus again.
You can pull that one off. That gray beard.
I don't know, man. They say I look like Colonel Sanders too. I don't know.
Yeah, grab a piece of chicken, Hogan.
I did that. I actually went and got a bucket of chicken and put it in my bus, and I use that for my garbage can.
Yeah, Colonel
They,
Sanders.
and one of the girls gets on the bus and she goes in the back, and I could hear her saying, "He's got a bucket of chicken out there for his garbage can. I think he knows." See, it's
You
like
see,
when
Mark R's got it right. If everyone that sees a government camera takes out their slingshot, there would be fewer cameras. It's not about guns. If you stood there long enough with a slingshot, you'd eventually hit the camera. But you got to practice at it. It takes, you got to have been doing this since you was a little kid. So if we teach our kids how to use a fucking old fashioned slingshot, we could get somewhere in life.
and it could also be feeding their family if you ever had to go on hunting.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things you can use a slingshot for. People forget that. That's a good, with the big balls, the big round balls. They work good.
Yeah, I gotta go, guys.
All right,
All right,
bye.
man.
I'm out
See
too.
everybody. Have safe.
Flash, bye. Charlie Dog, man, I'm sorry.
All right, FTP, man. You have a good one too, man. Y'all be safe out there.
It was nice
Yeah.
meeting you again. Nice talking to you. Nice seeing you on the panel.
Yes,
If I pissed off anybody on the panel or out there, I don't give a shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Patriot, you're starting to scare me.
You're what?
You're starting to scare me.
Scare you?
I think you're like a rogue. You're going rogue on me. Come back.
You better beat it, brother. I had FTP cracking up so bad one night he about pissed his pants.
I'm wondering where that Patriot's at right now. That defense, man. I need him back.
Well, I had to pull back a little while ago. You were getting upset with me.
I know.
Thick skin, brothers. Thick
You know
skin.
how to do it. You know how to do it, Patriot. You got my number pegged.
I'm pretty good at that. I can usually tell. I can read people pretty good, and I think that's why a lot of the kids don't get away with nothing, and they know it.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Have a good evening.
Later.
Be safe.
You too, man.
Love
Have a great
y'all.
one.
And if you get stopped by the cops, don't do the big thing. You know,
The Big Bird.
run straight, not around in circles.
Don't just sit and twirl like a ballerina. Is that what I was doing?
Yeah,
Okay, bye.